Hey guys, in this video I'm going to review this book, so keep watching. Matthew McConaughey has written a book. It's called Greenlights. And you can get it on Amazon or I believe in the shops and anywhere you like. So, what is actually this book is about? Okay, it has some nice pictures, I would say, first of all. I really like the style. I think I've never seen the book this written in this kind of style, where you can actually see kind of like the actual notes. So it's very, very personal. And it's really interesting. You have this, the actual photographs, copies of photographs of the notes that Matthew took throughout his whole life. And it's nicely put into the story. And I really like it. It gives it like very personal touch. So, I really like the design of this book. Anyway, of course, if the design is great, but the book sucks, you're not gonna read it, right? But I have to say that this book doesn't suck. I think it's really good. I like definitely the title, right? So, Greenlights. How and why you're gonna get green lights in life, and how to turn a red into a green. And of course, with Matthew McConaughey, super successful, you can't go higher. He won the Oscar. The movies, I don't even know the amount of movies he made, but probably 50, I don't know. A lot of them nominated for Academy Award, and of course, one Academy Award went to him. So I think he turned 50, and that's why he decided to actually put all those notes and everything from his diary into a book. And so it's kind of like a diary, a memoir, from his actually early age. And it really surprised me to learn about his family, which is completely crazy. And it's funny how he turned out in the end, even though his family is pretty crazy, but he's got good relationship with it, and he kind of like accepted as being a part of him. So there are a lot of funny stories in it. There are a lot of not so funny or maybe sad stories in it, but it's all about the green lights. And there are things in his career that changed direction, and he had to he describes the first fame and what it did to him. And it's very interesting to follow the thinking of a person that from literally nobody, he was supposed to be the actual lawyer, and then all of a sudden he decided he wants to be an actor. And he scored his first movie pretty quickly, and he kind of preparation. That's a very important. It's not like it was handed to him, right? But he prepared like crazy, and he was obsessed with it. And he went from movie to movie, and he kind of get his fame. And then it's really interesting to see that thinking of person experiencing that. It's not like he remembers it back, but these are the actual notes from the time when he started becoming famous for the comedies, for the romantic comedies. And he's talking about what he did to keep the feet on the ground, to actually try to be normal and live normal life. So it's kind of interesting because it's actually from that time. So it's not like, oh, when I was this. So it's very, very nice. And then he describes the journey from romantic comedy guy into Academy Award winner. And that journey is freaking awesome. Like, he literally risked the whole career. He risked all the money he had. He risked it all. And he said no to millions and millions of dollars and to a lot of work, a lot of actual jobs. And he said no to it in order to pursue a different path, different career path. And very interesting why he did it, because his career at the time, after so many romantic comedies, he said, I took a screenplay into my hands. I read it and I knew that I can play this guy the next day. And he said, there's no challenge in it. I wasn't challenged enough. And that's why it kind of like got boring. And, he's traveling a lot. So that's like, he's traveling all over the world and he writes a lot of stories from these travels. So it's kind of also like travel diary. So it's very interesting. And that was the thing, that he said that his life outside his cool job is actually cooler and it's more challenging because he was traveling and it was very difficult and a lot of experience. And then he played romantic comedies and he was like, there's no challenge in it, and he got really bored. But he didn't get offers for dramas. He didn't get offers for crime movies, for really big shot movies, because he was that romantic comedy guy and nobody took him seriously for a serious movie. So he kind of had to really say, stop it, no. And basically, for over a year, he didn't get any kind of offers. And he literally thought his career is over because he said no to so many screenplays in Hollywood for romantic comedies that nobody offered him anything anymore. So that journey is really interesting. And if you just look at his filmography and say those romantic comedies, and all of a sudden it's that turn, it's like for 2 years or 3 years, nothing. And then, the Wolf of Wall Street, Magic Mike, Dallas Buyers Club, Lincoln Lawyer, of course, amazing movies. But, he sacrificed probably 2 years or 3 years of his career or everything, but it turned and he risked it all, a lot of money, a lot of prestige, a lot of everything. But he got much more with that risk. He won the Oscar. Now he charges even more than for romantic comedies, So, yeah. And the end of the book is very interesting because he's talking about, before he had this, blockbusters, like, as I said, Wolf of Wall Street, Magic Mike, the Lincoln Lawyer, Dallas Buyers Club. And then, a couple of years ago, like, until now, he's talking about, he made a lot of movies that were not successful at the box office, and they weren't successful commercially at all. And he said, I don't know why that happened or is happening, but it's the way it is. And I'm glad that I enjoy the process of working on these movies. And I really don't know why they're not a big success, but he knows. He's just keep telling stories and try and stay true to yourself. And of course, you can't have success with every movie. I mean, unless you're Leonardo DiCaprio. But anyway, great book. It has 290 pages. Yes. So pretty interesting. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. So subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Comment below what's your opinion on this. And if you have any questions, comment below. And again, subscribe to my channel and click the link in the description and check out my other social media that you can connect with me. So see you in the next video.